These are the 5 most twisted human experiments ever, and trust me, it gets crazier as we go. Let's dive in. Experiment 3, the Akali Raft. What if a scientist played reality TV God, stranding strangers on a raft to watch the drama unfold? Expected chaos and violence, as well as random intimacy. Got awkward alliances. Classic case of plans gone sideways. In 1973, Mexican anthropologist Santiago Genoves, fresh from a 1970 hijacking that sparked his interest in human behavior under duress, set up the Akali Raft experiment. He chose 11 participants, 5 women, 6 men from various countries aged 25 to 40, for a 101-day drift across the Atlantic on a small 12 by 7 meter raft with no engine or sails, just basic supplies. He designed it to provoke slight gender imbalance, no privacy even for basics like toilets, rules allowing close interactions but banning violence. Genoves took detailed notes, anticipating fights from the stress of confinement and storms. He even encouraged logging personal thoughts and interactions to capture every detail. Reality didn't match. Early seasickness led to minor arguments over chores and space. As days dragged, boredom set in, with people playing games or chatting to pass time. But tensions simmered. During a brutal storm, Genoves took control poorly, nearly causing disaster by mishandling steering, which frustrated everyone and sparked mutiny whispers. Some plotted to overpower him but backed off. Romances formed quietly between a few pairs, consensual but not the wild free-for-all he predicted. Instead, it led to jealousy and quiet resentments. The group bonded against Genoves's overbearing style, forming alliances to manage food and morale, like sharing stories to keep spirits up. Stress caused mental strain. One participant had panic episodes, another withdrew into silence, but they cooperated more than expected, dividing tasks fairly. It highlighted how poor leadership sparks rebellion, not innate aggression, ironic for a study on conflict. Biased notes made it a warning on flawed experiments, bizarre setup, underwhelming results. You decide, but buckle up. The next one's got government-level shady vibes. Experiment 4, Guatemalan syphilis. Governments teaming up for research? Sounds noble, until you hear they were playing disease tag with innocent folks, expecting cures but getting chaos instead. From 1946 to 1948, U.S. physician John Cutler collaborated with Guatemalan authorities to test penicillin's role in handling certain infections. They involved over 5,500 people, soldiers, prisoners, mental patients, orphans aged 10 to 72, without their knowledge or agreement. The process started with identifying groups in institutions like hospitals and jails, then exposing them through controlled methods. Healthy individuals were exposed via disguised medical procedures, such as injections presented as routine checkups, or through arranged interactions that facilitated spread, like shared environments or direct contacts. One mental patient woman underwent multiple exposures. First, an injection in her arm, followed by additional applications to different body areas, leading to escalating complications that proved too much to handle. Many ended up with ongoing health challenges, impacting daily life and families. Treatment reached only half, often insufficient. No major insights emerged. Documents stayed unpublished. Uncovered in 2010, it led to official regrets and legal actions, though many didn't succeed. It exposed how scientific goals can override basic rights, aimed for breakthroughs, delivered ethical disasters. If you're shaking your head now, the finale is going to hit like a freight train of crazy. Experiment 5, Unit 731. This Japanese lab turned curiosity into a carnival of cruelty, chasing weapons but harvesting horror. During World War II, 1932 to 1945, Japan's Unit 731 under General Shiro Ishii in occupied China posed as a water facility, but focused on biological tests. Thousands, civilians, prisoners, families, became subjects without choice. The methods included controlled exposures to gather data on human responses. Procedures involved extreme cold tests, Subjects' limbs placed in freezing conditions to observe reactions, then treated or observed for changes like tissue damage. Pressure experiments used chambers to simulate altitude shifts, noting physical effects such as strain on eyes and body. Direct limit checks meant introducing challenges to see endurance, often resulting in prolonged issues. Participants faced extended problems, or worse, affecting wider areas through unintended spreads. Data exchanged post-war avoided trials for many. It serves as a warning on unchecked research, sought advantages, reaped ethical nightmares. Shocking reveal. Some of that info still pops up in studies. Legacy with a sting. Holy cow, that was a wild ride through humanity's darkest experiments. Which one freaked you out the most? Drop it in the comments. We want to hear. If you know an experiment even more horrifying, let me know. I'll help bring it back to life. See you in the next video.